It's a good test today. We lit, we lie. We is lit, we lie. Let's see who pull up and put it in park, man. I got a good one today, man. We about to whip up old summer sunset zucchini salad. Tanya, what they do? Betty, what's popping? Miss Grammar, what's good? Melissa, I see you, Melissa. What's good? Jason, what they do, bruh? Goldie, what they do? JC Math, good afternoon, man. Prayers up, blessings up. All right, so today what we're going to do is we're going to whip up. Look, I'm about to show y'all something. Because let me ask y'all a question, man. Have you ever had a raw zucchini salad? Yes or no? Drop it in the comments. Look, this this is a zucchini. Have you ever had a raw zucchini salad where you ain't cooked the zucchini? JC said no. Let me know in the comments, man. Let me see if anybody else never had it. Okay, Angela says she never had a raw zucchini salad. I'm gonna be real with you. Every time I ate zucchini, my whole life, it was cooked. Until I learned about this. So this is the about 2 years ago, I came across the awareness of this, and we razzle dazzled this thing up. But this is called the Summer Sunset Zucchini Salad right here. This is in our family cookbook. Shout out my family. We wrote Life Matters, so let's eat like it, the family cookbook. And this is one of the recipes. This is also going to be in our meal plan included for our weight loss community. Shout out everybody that's joining the reprogram, man. So look, let me go ahead and get right into it. So we launching the Eat What You Love and Weigh Less reprogram, right? So it's a weight loss community and it's a reprogramming group coaching session that I'm going to be bringing a group of people through. We can only get in about another 60 people into this reprogram, but it's going to be a 28-day process and it's going to be lit. The last 2 Mondays I've done presentations. This Monday is going to be the last presentation for the reprogram community opportunity. So what I do on the presentation is I give out 3 secrets, and it's just a big vibe. We all get on a Zoom call, and then I present the offer for whoever want to join the weight loss community and the group coaching opportunity. So if you would like to register for the reprogram, we got the link up underneath my profile picture. Now, seats are limited. The first time we ran it, we actually had a full house, and we're aiming to have a full house again this time. So we about to get into this live, man. Let me go ahead on the crank up. So this summer sunset zucchini salad is a very unique recipe. But before I do that, let me ask y'all this. Who knows what this is? Who knows what these are right here? Drop it in the comments. If you don't know what these are, put no. If you know what it is, drop it in the comments. Let me see if anybody knows what this is right here. I just got these on the side of the street. Shout out Papa on the side of the street. Okay. I see a couple people know what these is. Because you know what? I never knew what these was until I moved to Miami. But I see quite a few people know these are lychees. So it's called a lychee, right? This is it's like a tropical fruit. So this how it look, right? I seen some that look like Jason just registered for the presentation. I'm looking forward to seeing you in there, man. So this is a lychee, right? So it's real hard. They grow on trees down here. And it's like you got to break the skin off because the skin low-key almost like wood. It's real hard. But this is how it look like in the middle. It's like a white flesh. It's real wet. And when you take it all the way out, this is what it look like. This is how it look. It's a hard seed in the middle. Right? It kind of got a consistency almost like a grape, but it's different. Watch, I'm going to germinate the seed, and I'm going to grow a lychee tree with it. Watch what I tell you. But it's a little bit more like grainy. It's a little bit more grainy than a grape, but it's similar to a grape consistency. It's sweet. It's sweet, and if I had to compare the flavor to another fruit, it's kind of hard to do. It tastes like a lychee, but to me, the closest other fruit that it compared to is a pear. It's weird. It's like a mix between a grape and a pear, man. They grow on the trees down here. It's lychee season. Like all the lychees are ripe on the trees right now. It's about to be out of there. So they grow once a year. So once everybody get the lychees off the trees, that's a wrap on the lychee season. I'm about to eat one more of these, man. So let's see who pulled up in here, man. What I want to do on this live is I want to talk about weight loss. You know, my name is Jabez Israel. I lost 100 pounds. So if you don't know me, this was me in 2014. You know, I lost the weight though. Still eating the foods that I like to eat. I was still eating bread, pasta, rice, cookies, cakes, all that, man. You know, we've been blessed to be able to help thousands of people lose weight. Over the last few years, we've reached hundreds of thousands of accounts across multiple platforms. What's up, Facebook? Look, we live on 5 different pages right now. Everybody say what's up to each other. Y'all let me know where you at, man. Drop your city in the comments. Let me see who pulled up in here and put it in part. Drop your city, drop your state. I see April just registered for the presentation. Looking forward to seeing you in there, April. Drop your city, drop your state. Let me see who pulled up in this live, man. Let me see like what areas of the country. Massachusetts in the building. Queen out of Colorado in the building. Oh, man. Quama out of, look like it said Mobile, what they do. Jeep, I see you. North Carolina in the building. All right. Connecticut in the building. Shay, what's good? Kay out of Atlanta, what they do, Kay? Martin, what they do out of O'Marion out of New York, what's good? Oh, man. Jenny out of Ohio in the building. Chicago in the building. Capel, what they do? Okay, Sofo, San Francisco in the building. That's live. New Orleans in the building. Homestead. Cappuccino Red, what's good? If you talking about Homestead in Miami, we right around the corner from each other. I really like these lychees, but for some reason, I can't eat too many of them. It make my mouth like, and it's weird, now that I think about it, pears do the same thing, and apples. When I eat apples, pears, and lychees, it's like it make my mouth kind of start tingling. Like, I love the way they taste though. But once I eat about 4 of these, I can feel it coming. Every time I eat lychees, it's the same thing. But what's strange is with the apples and the pears, if I blend them up in the smoothie, I don't have that sensation. So I'm thinking what I'm going to do with these lychees, because I got a whole bag of these lychees. Look, I just grabbed them off the side of the street from Papa on the side of the street. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take these lychees, I'm going to get the flesh out of all of them, and I'm going to use a different fruit. What y'all think I should, what fruit you think I should mix with these lychees? It might be like, I might get some mangoes, but what I'm going to do, I'm going to blend it into a puree, and then I'm going to freeze it. Then when I make my smoothies, I'll have that. I'll be able to use the frozen puree to make the smoothie cold. Watch, I'm going to do a video about it. So anyways, let's get this thing going, man. So, like I was saying, I'm going to whip up this summer sunset zucchini salad. So what we got here, we got some mint leaves is going to go in this zucchini salad. We got some basil. All right. We got some parsley. You might want to write this down, man. I'm telling you, because you'll see how this thing come together in a second. It's going to blow your mind how good it is if you take the time to make it. And it's a very easy salad to put together. And this is some cilantro. So we're going to use a little cilantro, 1 lemon, some pistachios, extra virgin olive oil, and some zucchini. And then also cracked black pepper and some sea salt. We need to get some more cracked sea salt, man. I think we ran out. And that's it, man. Oh, but you know what? I like to also put in some red pepper flakes. And some red pepper flakes. So watch how this come together. What I'm going to do is I'm going to whip this salad up, right? And then, yeah, mangoes. I see okay. Cilantro, sea salt. There you go. So what I'm going to do is, right, I'm going to whip this up. And then while I'm eating it, I want to do like a Q&A. So if anybody got any weight, let me ask you a question, man. Who's on the right now? Okay, all right. I see we got a nice little amount of people. That's 100, 300, 500, it's about 700 people total on all the platforms. Let me ask y'all a question. Who on here has a goal to lose weight? Who on here would like to lose some weight, man? Drop a yes in the chat if you would like to lose some weight. Let me see who pulled up in here, man, and see who I can help, because what I'm gonna do in a minute. I'm gonna start giving out games as far as what I did to lose 100 pounds while still eating the foods that I love to eat. TY, I see you yellow. Okay, good. Okay, Shay, what's good? Kay, what's good? Aaliyah, what's good? Okay, Betty, I see Betty just joined the presentation. That's what's up. Princess, what's good? Listen, everybody that put a yes, I'm about to be giving out Game On this live, but just so you know, you can register for the Eat What You Love and Weigh Less presentation that I'll be doing. Is going to be on the 24th, I believe, on Monday coming up. And it's going to be the last presentation I do. And then on the 25th, we're going to actually start the reprogram, which is a weight loss group coaching program that I'm doing, intertwined with our new weight loss community. So I'll be presenting that and just giving out games. So if you do got to go to lose weight, you can register for the presentation. It's free. I got the link underneath my profile picture. So feel free if you want to register. So in the meantime, everybody that put a yes, I want to give y'all something that you could use right now. And if you know me, you know I usually always start right here. And I'm going to keep starting right here, because it's when you put it to the test, you'll see that you'll start losing weight. Within a few days, you'll notice your weight to start coming down. And as long as you stay consistent, you'll notice your weight would be trending down. Let me ask y'all this. If everybody that put a yes, if you never heard of the enrichment process, and if you're unaware of the relationship that it has to weight gain, put me in the comments. If you're unfamiliar with the relationship between the enrichment process and weight gain, put me in the comments so I can see who I can help right here. Okay, Anna, Tasha, I seen you. Jamal, Yella, okay. I see the me's. Betty, Shay, what's good? Yeah. I see the me's dropping on YouTube. YouTube starting to get thick. I see y'all pulling up. Aaliyah, okay. I see Yvette, what's good? I see Facebook in the building. Instagram, Harlem, what they do, man? Yank. All right, good. That's a nice amount of people. So okay, let me tell y'all this. So this is okay. So what the enrichment process is you can enrich grains. So if you put me, and if you like bread, if you like pasta, if you like rice, if you like grits, pancakes, cookies, cakes, this is gonna help. So you can enrich grains. Everything that I just named is all made with grains. All right. Wheat is a grain. Wheat makes 9 out of 10 times, if you eat anything that's made with flour, like bread, pasta, cakes, you know what I mean, cookies, pastries, the main ingredient is flour. 9 out of 10 times is made with wheat flour. Wheat can be brought through the enrichment process. Same with rice, same with corn. All right. So the enrichment process is labeling that it's a processed food. And everybody's heard about processed foods. Now, the process is, what they do is, they created it like in the late 40s because farmers were losing their crops to like they was going bad. Like bugs will go in there and eat the germ of the grain. All grain has a germ in the middle of it. That germ, it got like natural B vitamins. It's the softest part of the grain. It got like natural B vitamins and nutrients inside the germ. That's the first part of the grain that'll spoil and go bad. So if you don't sell it fast enough, you could lose money because you didn't sell it before that germ spoiled. So that was one obstacle that farmers were dealing with when it came to their grain crops. Another obstacle was bugs will get into their batch and get in there and start laying eggs, and they're eating all the germs out the grain. And next thing you know, you can't sell it because it's full of bugs. So they created the enrichment process. So the enrichment process is a process where they remove that germ from the grain. It's a chemical process. They remove the germ from the grain. And then what they do, they add nutrients to replace the nutrients that was lost during the enrichment process. Sometimes they say they're fortifying the grain back because of processing. They lost the B vitamins and stuff. So they add synthetic nutrients to replace the natural nutrients. The only problem is our bodies don't break down synthetic nutrients the same way as natural nutrients. So one of the side effects of eating anything that's been put through the enrichment process is weight gain. Lachelle, I just seen Lachelle join the presentation. Looking forward to seeing you in there, Lachelle. So check this, right? So how you can know if something is enriched, I'm about to show you. Let me give you an example, because everybody that said they got to go to lose weight, I'm telling you, this is going to help you. Let me give you an example of what I'm talking about. Oh, matter of fact, I remember. I put it up here. All right. Check this. So I was just talking about flour. So this is like a flour that I grew up on. If you know about this flour, put yes in the comments. Drop a yes in the comments if this is the flour that you're familiar with. The Pillsbury all-purpose flour. If this is a flour that you bought before, if you've seen it growing up, drop a yes in the comments. Let me see. Candace, I see you, man. Everybody know about this flour. Dee, what's good? I see y'all, man. Paris, what's good? Lori, what they do? Green Yield, what's good? So this flour right here, if you notice, you'll see right here it says bleached, enriched. See that? Right under my finger, say bleached, enriched. All right, so I don't know why I don't know how I lived so long and didn't think, like, I don't know why the word bleach didn't throw up a big red flag to me. Like in hindsight, I actually talk about this in my coaching, especially like when I go into mindset and programming. That's why I'm calling it the Eat What You Love and Way Less Reprogram. Because I like, how did I not think that sounded crazy? Bleached flour? Like bleach? Like, hold up, like bleach? Like what I use for my white clothes? Bleach? I didn't even think about it. Which is crazy, but okay, so that should have been a red flag, but I ain't even talking about that. What I'm talking about is the enrichment process. So the enrichment process is a process where, again, they add synthetic nutrients to replace the natural nutrients. So how you know if it's enriched, anything that you eating, it'll say it on the pack or it'll be in the ingredients. So right here, it say bleached wheat flour. Now notice it doesn't say enriched in the ingredients because it said it in the front of the pack. But one way that you can know if the flour was enriched, they'll always have the synthetic nutrients that was added, the B vitamins and things like this that are synthetic. You see it right here: niacin, iron, thiamine mononitrate, riboflavin, folic acid, enzyme. See it? That's a long list of ingredients for flour. All flour should be is the type of wheat plant being used. You get the wheat, you shake it off the plant, you grind it into a flour, and that's that. Let me give you an example of a flour that wasn't put through the enrichment process. Here we go. Let me show you. Because that's how I am. I'm a visual learner. Here go one. So this is a flour that wasn't put through the enrichment process, right? So when you look right here in the ingredients, you see hard red wheat flour and soft wheat flour. You notice the difference in the ingredients. That's all you want to see is the type of plant. Hard red wheat flour and soft wheat flour. That's all that's used to make this flour. Now, if you notice, it says pizza flour. That's just how they marketing it. It's just flour. They showing you in the ingredients what it is. You could use this. I use this to make cookies, cakes, bread, tortillas. You know what I mean? Whatever. When I made the switch from the enriched flour to the natural flour, weight started coming off me. If that made sense, drop it in the comments. Say that made sense. Let me know in the comments, man, because there was a lot of people that said you had to go to lose weight. And there was a lot of people that said they didn't know what the enrichment process was. If that made sense, drop it in the comments. Let me see if it made sense to you, because I want to make sure that I'm not wasting my time or anybody else on here. My girl, what they do? Anna, what's good? Candace. Okay, so everybody that said that they haven't heard of the enrichment process, Now you're aware of something that you were unaware of before. Now, when this was me, right? I just was unaware. Now, when it comes to the enrichment process, right? And this is major. And if you don't believe me, put it to the test. Now, where you could make a mistake is, okay, saying, okay, I'm not going to get Pillsbury flour no more. I'm just going to get this type of flour. And look, I go deeper into my coaching. You feel me? In the reprogram, we're going to go over all this. We're going to get into the nitty gritty to make sure we can find the right switches of everything that you like to eat. This is the Eat What You Love in Way Less reprogram. I don't try to encourage people to stop eating nothing they want to eat. I just encourage people to find a better version so you can start losing weight while you're still eating what you like. If that makes sense, drop a yes in the chat. If that makes sense, drop a yes in the chat. Now, look. If anybody want to register for the presentation, we got a link underneath my profile picture. It's free. We're doing our last presentation before our group coaching program and weight loss community kickoff on the 25th. It's coming up on Monday, so if you want to register, I got the link under my profile picture. We're going to get more into it in the presentation, especially when it comes to mindset. And I'm giving out 3 secrets that's just laced up with game. So there's that. Now, with the wheat, right? We also got to think about all the things that the wheat make. Let me give you an example. Here go one. Everybody know about the pancake. If you know about the this pancake batter right here, say I know. Drop a I know in the chat if you know about this. If you use this pancake batter, drop a 4 in the Drop a 4 in the chat. This all we ever got. I don't know if y'all remember back in the days. This was called Aunt Jemima. Y'all remember that? It was called Aunt Jemima. I think that they had to change it or something. Maybe because it was. I'm not gonna. Shirlene. I just seen Shirlene register for the presentation. Looking forward to seeing you in the presentation, Shirlene. It used to be called Aunt Jemima. But why I like these in particular is because all you got to do is add water. Paris just entered the presentation. Looking forward to seeing you in there, Queen. It's going to be lit now. So, you just add water. You know what I mean? You can make them fluffy. You can make them a little thinner. You know what I mean? All you got to do is add the water. It's convenient. Brian just entered Tasha just entered Tanisha, just entered the presentation. Looking forward to seeing y'all, man. This is the last presentation, I'm telling you. And then we're going to, as a group, I'm taking a whole group through a group coaching process. And I'm guaranteeing results. So look, when you look at the ingredients in this, right? You'll notice the first ingredient, it says enriched bleached flour. Huh? Yeah. And then it say niacinamide, reduced iron, thiamine mononitrate, riboflavin, flolic acid. Candace just joined the presentation. Looking forward to seeing you in there, Candace. Oh, Nick, I'm seeing them dropping back to back. I'm looking forward to seeing everybody. Renisha, this is the last week for this presentation, and we're taking off on the 25th. So if you do got to go to lose weight, especially if you want to be like in a community of people, I'm seeing them dropping in now. May, it's all love. Ralph, it's all love. Especially if you want to be like involved in a reprogram, you want to have like community atmosphere, you want to have people holding you accountable and something that's not too hard to do. I'm telling you, man, it's going to be lit. It's going to be lit. But the main ingredient in this pancake batter is this flour. So when it comes to still eating the food you love and losing weight, if you just make the mistake and say, okay, I'm not going to eat this flour no more, but then you buy this and don't read the ingredients, you're gonna wonder why the weight ain't coming off you, and you might feel like, dang, I stopped with the enriched flour. There's a little more to it than that. That's why I'm always saying you gotta read the ingredients. Tanya, I seen Tanya Venus. I'm looking forward to seeing all y'all in the presentation, man. Trust me, we turn it all the way up. It's lit. I like to make it fun. You know what I mean? But let me show y'all something. Cause now what I want to do is I want to whip up this zucchini salad because I'm hungry. I ain't eat yet today, and we've been on go, man. We've been busy. Shout out our team. It's me, my wife, my sister-in-law Tamika, and Chesco and Gabby. It's the 5 of us that put this weight loss community and reprogram together as far as the back end and all of that. I'm seeing everybody register. John just joined for the presentation. It's all love. So we got a platform with like a whole course in it, video modules and all that. We've been building this thing out. It's going to be lit. It's launching on the 25th. So we got the video modules. We got the weight loss resources in there. You know what I mean? Because we do like a daily accountability to make sure everybody stay on track. All of that's housed inside of a platform that we built out. Then we actually got a weight loss group where everybody got live access to what's going on during the week inside the group. So we got that going, and then we do weekly Zoom group coaching calls where I'm going to jump on a Zoom with the group of everybody that joins the reprogram. And again, I present the reprogram opportunity on Monday, and that'll be the last one. Virginia, before we actually start the next day. On Tuesday, we launch it because we can only get 60 more people into the group before we're at capacity. Because like I said, it's 5 of us on the team. So we don't want to have too many people in there and we can't give everybody attention. You know what I mean? Because we're guaranteeing results with this. You know, I'm guaranteeing that you're going to lose 5 to 10 pounds or more within this 28 days or your money back. And you're going to have a mindset shift, man. For me, because a lot of people, they ask me like, how you able to like stay consistent? A lot of people ask me that. Like, how you able to like have the discipline to not go back to eating the junk food and all of that? If you ever like noticed that, because I used to deal with that big time. Michelle or Malicia, I just seen you join the presentation. Looking forward to seeing you. If you feel like you have that problem, like kind of like it's hard for you to stay consistent, drop a 4 in the chat. Drop a 4 in the chat if you feel like if you've had that problem. Tanya, Amanda joined the presentation. I'm looking forward to seeing you. Janice just joined the presentation. I see the 4s dropping. Pumpkin, what they do. Authentic, what's good? Okay, Tina, Brian, I didn't want to mess your name up. My bad, man. Pink, what they do. I see y'all. Sonia. So check this right. I want to say this right. What happened for me when I started to identify the wrong versions of what I like, and then I identified what to switch them out for where I was still eating the same thing. For example, them pancakes that I just showed you. Instead of now what I do if I want pancakes, because I still eat pancakes if I want them. Instead of those pancakes, sometimes you could find them pre-made, like a pre-made mix that's made with natural flour. I'll do that, or I make them myself. Now, I am strict about this part because I know from experience, if I just say, you know what, I don't feel like making them from scratch. Let me just get the Just Add Water, Aunt Jemima pancakes. I know what's going to happen. If I eat it, my weight going to spike and it's going to take longer to come off me. On top of that, there's other side effects, man. There's other side effects with a lot of these ingredients that's in the food. But look at these. This our homemade recipe for the pancakes. Drop a fire emoji if these pancakes look good to you. Just keep it real. Drop a fire emoji if you would eat these pancakes. Let me see who pull up in here, man. This is our homemade pancake recipe, man, that we eat. And it's not hard to make. These the ingredients right here. And that's the instructions. And so it might take an extra 5 minutes to whip it up as opposed to just adding water. But I got all the right ingredients in there. And that's it, man. That's really what it comes down to is paying attention. Because look, now remember I showed you in these pancakes that it got the all enriched flour got the same synthetic B vitamins and things in it. Look, it got the niacinamide, reduced iron, thiamine mononitrate, riboflavin, folic acid. But then also look, sugar is in here, which is granulated white sugar. I'm going to get into that in a minute. That's another one that I found a switch for. I had to stop with the granulated white sugar. Good news, I could just eat the organic raw cane sugar, and it tastes better. This the sugar. I don't know if y'all know. No, this the sugar right here. I don't know if y'all like me. This all I ever seen growing up. The white table sugar. This is the main sweetener in all sweets. This, I honestly believe, is a product that probably Lucifer was involved in making. I really believe it. And why I think that, and I'm, you might think I'm being extra. I honestly think the devil had a part in creating this product. Why I think that is because who do you think candy is most marketed to? Drop it in the comments. First thing come to mind. Let me see who pulled up in here. Who do you think candy is most marketed to? What group of people eats candy the most? Kids, 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 kids. Look at it. Everybody know. Now, I want y'all to do, if you have never done this, I encourage you to do this. Now what I'm talking is mindset, right? These type of angles of looking at things is how I'm able to stay consistent. Because people be like, how are you able to stay consistent? How do you have discipline? I'm looking at things from a different angle than I used to. Look up the definition of drugs. Then look up the definition of chemicals. Then go on YouTube and look up process of making granulated white sugar. Watch a video. They'll show you step by step. There's plenty of videos show you the actual process, how you make granulated white table sugar, right? And then compare that to the definition of a chemical and of a drug. And you'll see by definition, this is a sweet chemical drug. And they selling it to our children. They turned me out like that ASAP. ASAP. I didn't want to eat nothing but sweets. I remember when I was a kid, I don't know if y'all families was like households that I came up in, but I used to have to eat my whole meal before I could eat some sweets. And I used to be full, but I wanted them sweets. So I would eat past the point of being full just so I could eat the sweets. Has anybody else, let me know in the comments, put a me in the comment if your parents or any household that you've been in, they made you finish your food first before you could get the sweets at the end. I see the yeses dropping. Drop a yes if you know what I'm talking about. Put a me. I see Jules, what they do. Rhonda, you feel me? And so look, this is how I raised my children the same way because I was programmed like that. I'm going through the process of reprogramming myself for life in all different type of areas. I'm just realizing how bad I was programmed. Like, what kind of logical sense does that make, though? You got to eat. I used to be full. I would eat half my plate and be full, and I'd be like, okay, I got a little bit of room left. Let me get my dessert. Nope, you got to eat all that. Meanwhile, half of the options on the plate also are processed. I'm just eating till I'm stuffed so I could eat some more chemical drugs. So anyway, so you got the sugar in here. Then you got the leavening, which, baking soda, sodium, aluminum phosphate, monocalcium phosphate. Then you got the dextrose, palm oil. Then you got salt, which is another one, iodized salt. Anytime you just see the word salt, if it's not sea salt or pink Himalayan salt specified, if you just see salt in the ingredients of a product, you know it's iodized salt. Leads to water retention and weight gain as well. So that other switch I made. I got off the salt, the iodized table salt, and I went to the natural sea salt. Weight started coming off me. You can see right here in this picture, right? Because I love flavor. I'm a foodie, man. I like my food to taste good. So I like salt in my food. So I was using table salt my whole life. But look, you can see right here in this picture, you can see the inflammation in my face. You can see it in my eyes. Like at this part of my life, I was 31. You can see it in my ankles. You know what I mean? My wrists. My skin was it was inflammation. When I switched to salt, the inflammation went down. And I lost some weight. All right. So then look, also, sodium caseinate, mono and diglycerides, dipotassium phosphate, lactic acid, tricopherals. At this point, we could just use logic. Those words sound crazy. Huh? Yes or no? Do those words sound crazy to you? Yes or no? Let me know in the comments. Michelle, I just seen that you joined the presentation. Looking forward to seeing you in there. I've been seeing people join the presentation. We're going into detail in the Eat What You Love and Way Less reprogram, how I can walk you through a process to get down to your natural body size while still eating the foods you love to eat. Latora, I just seen you join the presentation. Now, the last presentation is going to be on Monday coming up. After Monday, we can only get 60 more people into the group of people that we're going to be coaching through this process. It's a 28-day process. I explain everything on the presentation. If you want to register for the presentation, I got the link underneath my profile picture on all platforms. Click the link and you can register. Seats are limited. We can only get 1,000 people on the Zoom. So if you want to register, feel free, and I'll go into the details of all that. But the point, what I'm trying to make is, at them big long chemical words, I encourage you to do your due diligence and look up potential benefits and look up potential side effects. And then look up the difference between the natural version of these chemical words and look up the difference between the synthetic versions of these chemical words. Then I encourage you to look up this question. Do companies have to specify if the scientific names for nutrients and things like this have to be specified if it's the natural version or the synthetic version? Look it up and see for yourself. I'll tell you right now, they don't. But if you want to, I encourage you, don't take my word for it. Because people be like, riboflavin, that's a B vitamin, bro. Weren't you paying attention in school, dummy? I see it in the comments all the time. Sunday, what they do, I'm seeing people joining the presentation. I'm looking forward to seeing everybody. They dropping faster than I can read. This is live. I'm looking forward to seeing y'all. Look, because we going up. I'm telling you. Shout out everybody that already joined the reprogram. We already got a group. We can only get 60 more people in there. And the last presentation will be on Monday. But what I'm saying, right? Don't take my word for it. Don't take anybody's word for anything. But people be saying that in the comments, and I'm like, dang, they don't even know. And I'm not finna get rude back with them. Most of the time, when I got the time in the comments, I do my best to explain in a respectful way, even though they being disrespectful. There's a difference between natural riboflavin and synthetic riboflavin. For example, riboflavin or riboflavin, however you want to pronounce it, can be found in its natural form in a potato. This is a B vitamin, right? So it can be found in a potato in its natural form. It also could be found in pig blood in its natural form. It also could be found in our blood, human blood, in its natural form. And a plethora of other natural things riboflavin can be found in. So if I bite into a potato, I get the riboflavin from out of the potato in its natural form. If I drink some pig blood, I get the riboflavin out of the pig blood. If I bite a human arm, I get the riboflavin out of the human arm. So that's natural riboflavin. Now, if you wanted to make it synthetic, you have to isolate it from somewhere natural, bring it through a process of chemistry into a white powder form. And then you take that white powder and then you add it to the white powder of the flour. It reminds me of the dope game, but they don't even got to say where it came from. So people be like, riboflavin is a B vitamin. Okay, cool, but where did it come from? And is it natural? Once you bring it through a process of chemistry down to a white powder, our bodies ain't breaking it ain't breaking it down the same way as when I bite into a potato and chew it up and swallow it. If that makes sense, drop a yes in the chat. If that makes sense, let's drop a yes in the chat. I like to have fun and I like to clown around, but sometimes these things are serious. Okay, Jules, what they do, man. Jay, what they do. They don't even got to say where they got it from. Where did you isolate it from? Just something to think about. All right, so now what I'm going to do is, I've been running my mouth. I'm going to wash this. I'm going to wash these herbs off. Okay? I'm going to wash these off, and I'm going to get going on the summer sunset zucchini salad. Watch, let me put this up. Oh, I think I threw the bag away. Dang it. Okay, it's good. It's right here. Let me put these up. Kind of clear my space out. Because I'm about to get this summer sunset zucchini salad going. Now I'm going to make this salad, and what I'm going to do is, oh, Jamal hitting me up. I can't even right now, my bro. Sorry, man. I should have texted him before I went live. We still, like, yeah, you know what I mean? We got a lot going on right now. In preparation for next week. It's just a lot, man. But it's dope. Like, I'm excited about it. Dang. I think my wife left. Bang! I'm gonna have to hit you back, bro. Dang. Bro hitting me up right now. I know we need to chop it up, but I can't right now. I just threw my concentration. I thought that was J. Cole. I be hearing that all the time. Christine, what they do, man? I just seen Christine join the presentation. All right, so look. I'm washing these look, watch this. Let me show y'all what I'm doing. Matter of fact. What I got in here is parsley, cilantro, basil, and mint leaves. And is that it? Basil, mint leaves, yeah, that's it. And so I'm washing it off in the water, right? You can see the little specks all in the water. I don't know if y'all can see that. Little dirt specks all in there. So I wash it off. And I like these. If you never seen one of these little salad spinners, I'm gonna be honest, I'm a little bit ashamed of it, but because my wife, she probably about 2 years ago, she ordered one of these, right? And it came to the house. And she opened up the box. I'm like, what you got from Amazon now? She opened up the box and she pulled it out. She's like, I got a salad spinner. I seen it on Instagram. I was like, oh, for what? and she pulled it out, right? And she was like, because I want to start washing the salad. And I'm like, you just be impulse buying, whatever. I was being slick and all that. I thought it was a waste of money. Then she showed me how to wash the salad, and then she did like this. First, she washed the salad, right? And when she was done, she pulled it out the water, and I seen all the little dirt particles in there. And I was like, oh, I ain't even been washing my salad. I just thought about all the times I got salad out the bag from the grocery store, and I didn't even wash it. All type of dirt was in there, man. One time I washed I had got some romaine lettuce, and it was like a little beetle, a dead beetle in there that was floating in the water. I was like, oh. So, and then what's cool is when you spin it, it's like it dry it off real nice. You know what I mean? So now we got some clean herbs that we're gonna put in this salad. All right, so check this. Now I'm finna wash these zucchinis off in the water over here. Let's see who pulled up in here, man. Shout out to everybody that's joining. Eric, I see Eric just registered for the presentation. The last presentation is gonna be on Monday. The Eat What You Love and Weight Loss, Way Less Reprogram group coaching opportunity and weight loss community is taking off on the 25th. We can only get 60 more people in there. We actually got a payment plan and everything now. You know what I mean? That first wave of people that came in, we didn't have a payment plan. My team was like, well, we got to get everybody a payment plan to make it sweet. So we got that. You know what I mean? So the last chance to get in is going to be on Monday coming up. So if anybody want to register for the Eat What You Love and Way Less Reprogram presentation, I'm going to be giving out 3 secrets in the presentation. But also, I'm going to give the offer so you can see exactly what to expect from the group coaching opportunity and weight loss community. I'm taking everybody through a 28-day process. For people that are really ready, like people that are tired of like losing weight and then gaining it back and like feeling like they don't have the discipline to make it through, like people that are just tired of going through that. That's why I created this, so I could bring you through a process. I coached people one-on-one. That's how I started out, and that's how I mastered my actual delivery of helping people was through one-on-one sessions. And 90% of the people that I've coached one-on-one lost over 5 pounds, on average 7 to 15 pounds in the first month. And so, and had a transformation in their mind. Because like I said, this stuff really ain't that hard, but we do have to be consistent, and I will hold everybody accountable. And like I say, we're guaranteeing results with this. As long as you do the easy accountability work, and you're going to have to prove that you did it. and it's an easy way of proving it. But like I said, it's just for people that are ready to be held accountable, to be in a group atmosphere full of people. Crystal, I just seen Crystal join. I've been seeing them dropping back to back. Shout out to everybody joining the presentation. Looking forward to seeing you in there. I created this for people that are like that. You know what I mean? Because the truth is, I'm giving out game right here on this live that you can put to the test and get results. You can go on my page. I give out the game, but this, you know what I mean? Like, you know, I got the books. You know what I mean? I got something for everybody. But what I'm saying is, this is for people that are ready to be held accountable and go through it like as a group. You know what I'm saying? And have extra resources and everything that's involved and be organized. We actually got a meal plan and all that we throwing in with it. You get a whole month of a meal plan. Recipes like this. All right, so now look. So if you want to join the presentation, feel free. We got the link underneath my profile picture. Back. Can you, do you got Jamal's number? Or can you email him and tell him that I'm on a live and I'll call him when I get off? You heard me? Bet. All right, so I'm drying this zucchini off. So I got a couple zucchinis. Now, my whole life, I never had raw zucchini like this, like I'm about to show you, ever. Like, the only time I ever had zucchini was cooked. So watch how I put this together. All right, so check this. This is the summer sunset zucchini salad. Here's how it goes. Let me cut. What you need a potato peeler for this. One of these. So I'm about to whip up this salad real quick. I'm gonna explain how to do it. So if you want to do it, you can do it. And then I'm gonna eat it. And when I'm eating it, I want to do a Q&A. I want to answer people's questions. I want to do a weight loss Q&A. So here we go with the. Now you take the peeler, right? And you come down like this. I don't want that piece though. And you come down like this. And you make strips like this. All right. Strip it off like this. Oh, this is the summer sunset zucchini salad. Watch how this come together. It's going to blow your mind. Strip it off like this. Bam. Strip it off like this. Now, when you get to the middle of the zucchini, it got like little seeds in it. You could use that part too, but it like get too wet for my liking. So, you know, you could use this in different ways or whatever. I'll probably just throw it in the compost. I might just cook it. I don't know. I'm not gonna use it in the salad though. All right, so here we go. Now I'm gonna use the other one. These things is kind of like when you taste them, when you make the salad, it's almost like noodles, kind of like small lasagna noodles. And it's just that I never knew raw zucchini tasted so good. But it's different because it's thin. It's thin like this. It's not like big chunks. It's not like big chunks of zucchini, like, you know what I mean? It's thin, so it's like the texture is different. It's like a salad texture. You get what I'm saying? So, there we go with that. Bam. Bam. All right. All right, now check this. Now what I'm going to do is, I don't want all of these stems mixed in here. So I'm just gonna kind of get off the parsley and the cilantro leaf part of the herbs, because I don't want a bunch of stems floating all through my summer sunset zucchini salad. And look, I came up with that name, by the way. Let me know in the comments, man. My bad if I've been ignoring y'all. I'm just trying to show you in one session how to whip up this summer sunset zucchini salad. If you like that name, the summer sunset zucchini salad, let me know in the comments if you like that. Say I like that. I thought it was good. When I thought about it, I was like, this salad remind me of summertime. And like I could see myself eating this salad, just watching the sunset. Probably on the West Coast, probably somewhere in San Diego, in a mansion or something, just kicking back. And I'm eating some summer sunset zucchini salad. And I'm just praising the creator of all things. And I just feel good. That's why I was like, yeah, it's the summer sunset zucchini salad. That's how that came up, man. So I'm taking off. So remember, with this summer sunset zucchini salad, all that's in it is the zucchini, parsley, cilantro. You might want to write this down. Zucchini, parsley, cilantro, basil, mint leaves, olive oil, red pepper flakes, cracked black pepper, sea salt, and lemon, and pistachios. That's it. Look, these pistachios, and I'm gonna be real with you. The pistachios is what take it to another level. It's the pistachios, and to be real with you too, in my opinion, it's the mint leaves. I would have never thought that mint leaves was good like this, but you ain't gonna know unless you try it. It's the way that mint hit with everything else, and then you got basil in here too. We got basil. You know what I mean? So I'm just gonna drop this. I kind of like the basil leaves to just be kind of like in there. So I'm just gonna drop them basil leaves in there. These mint leaves, I'm gonna just kind of throw them in here. Kind of have some garnish. I'm gonna cut some up small. You know what I mean? And then I think that this is enough right here. I don't need all of this. I'm gonna put this to the side. Now, in our cookbook, we have it all measured out precisely, you know, but I eyeball it. It's not a complicated thing. Everybody's taste buds are different too. Some people might not like the basil or might not like the mint. And don't use it. You know what I mean? You could really put any greens that you want to put, any herbs that you want to put in here. But these are the ones that I like. So now I'm gonna chop up these herbs. Let me ball them up like this and make this easier. So I'm gonna chop these herbs up. Wow. Drop them in there. This is the summer sunset zucchini salad. So the herbs in there. All right. Now, I'm gonna drop some cracked black pepper. I'm gonna drop some sea salt. I wish I had some cracked sea salt. Drop some sea salt, some olive oil, some red pepper flakes, hold up, watch how this come together. Now, with these pistachios, right? I was supposed to do this. You wanna let me go like this. You wanna kind of crush these up a little bit. I should have did this in a bag or something. I'm just gonna kind of give them a quick chop. Cause I don't want big chunks of pistachios when I'm eating it. I want them smaller to where to kind of stick to everything. So you know what I mean? You just crush up these pistachios. This is in my opinion, this is the key ingredient. You can make it without it. You can make it without it, excuse me, but I wouldn't recommend it. It'll still be good without it, but once you have it with it, it's like, man, you'll see what I'm talking about. So I'm chopping these up nice. All right, so we got the pistachios about ready to go. We're gonna drop these in here. Shout out everybody that pulled up, man. Who in the building? Who in the building right now, man? Represent your city, represent your state. Do me a favor on YouTube. Smash the like button. Tap the screen. Show me some love. If you got any value from this live, tap the screen. Show me some love. Let me see who in the building, man. Represent your city, represent your state. Let me see who pulled up in here and put it in park and who really locked in with me right now. Mia out of, I think it said Dallas. Rico from Chicago, what they do, man. Elise out of Delaware, what's good? Mary out of Phoenix. What's up, Mary? I see you. Ashley out of Michigan. Jessica, North Carolina. What's good? Monique out of Columbus. I see you, man. What's good, man? Garrett out of Houston, Texas. What they do? Oh man, it's all love, man. That's live. Texas in the building. South Africa in the building. I missed the name. It was going too fast on YouTube. It's all love. Just know it's all love and respect, man. Just know we getting ready for the final presentation for the Eat What You Love and Way Less reprogram. I created this to help people to reprogram their minds to realize and know how to choose the right versions of the foods they love to lose the weight they want to lose. Kelly, I just seen you register for the presentation. It's all love. This was me in 2014. I lost 100 pounds, still eating meat, rice, bread, pasta, cookies, cakes. I had to learn how to identify the right version and make the switch from the wrong version. And weight started coming off me. It took me about 3 years to master this framework. And I go over the framework in the Eat What You Love and Way Less presentation. This presentation is going to be on Monday. Seats are limited. It's free if you want to register. I got the link underneath my profile picture. So if you register, I highly recommend getting there 5 minutes early because once we hit capacity for the Zoom, we can't get nobody else on the call. And once we hit 60 people, 60 more people to register, anybody that pay after that, we're just going to refund them. And, we could catch you on the next go. But this group is going to start on the 28th. And this is going to be the only group that I take this part, the reprogram, that I take everybody through it live. I'm going to coach everybody through this 28-day process. And we'll be like, I'll get to know everybody because we're all going to be in the weight loss community together. We're going to be doing daily accountability work. It's going to be lit. But we're going to take all the content from going through this group of people that go through this 28-day process, which will be starting on the 25th. We're going to take all that content and repurpose it, edit it, and turn it into a digital product that we can sell and give people the same result, but it just won't be live. So everybody that joins right now, like this offer is literally worth thousands of dollars. This is like the littest thing that I've been able to create to this point in my life. But everybody's going to be paying a fraction of that. This is like the sweetest offer that I put together yet. Talitha, I just seen you join the presentation. Fanny, I seen Fanny just join the presentation. Looking forward to seeing everybody in there. It's gonna be lit, man. So I'm gonna be breaking down what to expect with the reprogram. Watch out, what we do here. We drop these pistachios on here. This is the summer sunset zucchini salad, and we drop these on here. Bam! And now we gotta mix this up. Shout out everybody that already joined the reprogram. I'm looking forward to setting this thing off, man. You know what I mean? Shout out Hatib. Hatib tapped in. I'm looking for the tongs. Hold on, y'all, because I'm looking for the tongs. Oh, here they go. Hatib tapped in with me in the beginning of when I started helping people lose weight, right? He took the principles, he applied them, and he stayed consistent, lost 100 pounds, right? Shout out Leah. Leah tapped in, lost 124 pounds. Shout out Steve. I'm seeing everybody like this going, it's too fast for me to keep up. Andrea, I just seen Andrea join the presentation. I got the testimonial videos that I showed during the presentation too, just so people could see that this is real. I mean, you could literally look through the comments and see, do your due diligence. I don't advise anybody to just jump blindly into things. Look at our what they call it, Google reviews or Amazon reviews. You know what I mean? Like this, the principles that we put to practice work. And the good news is it's not too hard because we still. My whole thing, like, because I remember when I first started, like, when it got into my mind that I wanted to lose weight and I started trying, I would like lose some weight and then gain it back. You know what I mean? Like I would like, like I might do something for like a month consistently. For example, like I remember I tried the carnivore diet. And I actually lost weight. But I missed like pasta and rice and bread, and I was surprised how much I missed vegetables. I was like, I miss vegetables. I couldn't eat no fruit. I was just eating meat, pause. But so I was, I lost some weight, but then also my nerves, like, I don't know, it wasn't right for me. But the point I'm trying to make, I would try things, I would lose some. I even tried weight loss pills. I ain't gonna lie, I did. I tried the weight loss pills, and I actually, I think it was called. It was one day. It was an infomercial back in the days. I think it was called Lipozene. I did the Lipozene, man. I used the whole bottle of Lipozene, and when I bought it, it came with like 3 bottles. I used the whole bottle, and I had lost like 6 pounds. And my nerves started feeling real weird. Like I started feeling weird. And then I remember it was like 3 days in a row I felt off. Like I just felt off for like 3 days. And I'm like, so I'm steady taking the Lipozene, right? And it was like, I remember like on the 3rd day, I'm like, man, I wonder if it's the Lipozene got me feeling like this. So I stopped. And like 2 days later, the feeling went away. So I was like, it was that. Then I gained the weight right back. So the point what I'm trying to make is like, it helped me to stay consistent, to lose the weight and keep it off, because let me taste one of these to see if we're look how that look. This is summer sunset zucchini salad. Brandon just joined the presentation. What's up, Brandon? Looking forward to seeing you in there. Oh yeah. That's it. That's it right there. Give this thing another toss. And there it is, y'all. Look, if I wasn't talking so much, this is a salad you can make in 5 minutes. When you make this salad, right? Check this out. When you make this salad, hold on, y'all. If you make, you'll be like, what is that? So it's one of them dishes like most people haven't seen it. You know what I mean? That's why I like it. That's why I like this dish right here, because it's one of them dishes where when you break this out at the function, you know what I mean? Especially anybody that that's trying to eat healthy, you know what I mean? When you break this salad out at the function, it's like your cool point's gonna go up. Watch. I'm telling you. I'm telling you. All right, let me clean my space off a little bit here, and then we're about to get into the Q&A section of the live, y'all, man. Like I say, my name is Jabez Israel. I got a goal to help over 1 million people get down to their natural body size and stay there for life. So we just getting started. We've already helped thousands. Of people lose weight, man. I'm sure. I wonder if we over 1,000 people we've helped get down to their natural body size. Now the whole thing is, though, that's just part of it. My whole goal is for the people that I help to lose the weight and keep it off for life. So we're not going up and down, up and down, up and down. About to get me some of this summer sunset zucchini salad. Go like this. Whoop, there it is. Whoop, there it is, man. Bomb. I'm about to smash this. Matter of fact, I'm about to just eat this out of the bowl, man. I take it back because I think it looked more lit like that on camera. All right, so now, let me find a fork. See you up in here, man. I'm sorry if I've been missing questions and all that, y'all. I just had to get that part done with, you know what I mean? And I got 5. If you just now getting on the live, shout out YouTube. What's up, y'all? It's all love. Now, we live on 5 different pages. Look, this be happening on TikTok. They make me prove I'm not a robot. I got to slide it over like that. Ronnie, shout out Ronnie, just joined the presentation. Looking forward to seeing you in there. Everybody say what's up to YouTube, man. So look, we doing the last presentation for the Eat What You Love and Way Less Reprogram. It's a group coaching opportunity and weight loss community that we're going to launch on the 25th coming up here. The 24th is going to be the last presentation. That's Monday coming. So if anybody want to register for the presentation, I got the link underneath my profile picture. It's free to register. I'm giving out 3 secrets. We actually give out 7 free recipes for everybody that stayed through the presentation. We do a prize giveaway at the end of the it's just lit. And then on top of that, I give out the offer for anybody who want to take advantage of the reprogramming opportunity and weight loss community. So if you want to, join the presentation, it's free. Seats are limited. We can only get 1,000 people on the Zoom. So if you want to get in there, feel free. I got the link underneath my profile picture right now. So here we go. This is the summer sunset zucchini salad. Bro, you want some of this? Oh, this is so good, man. I'm encouraging whoever watched how this came together to do it yourself. If you would eat this summer sunset zucchini salad, drop a 4 in the comments. Let me see who's feeling the vibe of the summer sunset zucchini salad. Drop a 4 in the comments if you would try this. If this look good to you. Tanya, I just seen you join the presentation. Looking forward to seeing you in there. Drop a 4. I'm trying to see who this look good to. Sunday, what they do? B, what they do? Christine, what's up? Miles, what's good? LaKay, what's popping? Imperial. Okay, so it's not just me that think this is. It's how it's the you need a potato peeler. So you get the potato peeler. It's how you peel it down to make it thin like this. If you was on the live, you've seen it, but it's the potato peeler. Joey, I just seen you join the presentation. Looking forward to seeing you in there, man. You peel it thin. Olive oil, lemon. I put some red pepper flakes in there. It's optional. Cut up pistachios, parsley, mint leaves, basil leaves, cilantro, salt, sea salt, and cracked black pepper. That's it. Super simple. This recipe is actually one of the recipes in our meal plan. When you join our weight loss community, you get access to our meal plan. Me and my wife put it together. Every recipe is full of flavor. And it's also a recipe that's going to lead you away from weight gain towards weight loss. Because we're intentional about every ingredient that we use in the recipe. And this is how I was able to lose 100 pounds. And this is why, if you notice, Christine, I just seen Christine join the presentation. Looking forward to seeing you in there. This is why, if you notice, especially when I do content, when I put up posts, when I'm in the grocery store. Jeremy, Donna, I just seen y'all join the presentation. I'm looking forward to seeing you in there. You notice I'm always reading the ingredients, and I'm always saying you got to read the ingredients. That's the founding principle of the whole situation. Because let me know in the comments if it makes sense to you that the only way that we can lose weight is to choose different food options. If it makes sense for you that if we're not dependent on exercise, the only way that we can lose weight is to either eat just a little bit or choose different food options. If that makes sense, drop a yes in the chat. This salad is real light and refreshing. D, what they do, yellow. It's real refreshing. Jazzy, I just seen Jazzy join the presentation. Looking forward to seeing you in there. Omega, what they do. Yolanda. Billy, what's good? Monique, what's good, Queen? So, it's like, I go more into this in my coaching, especially when it comes to psychology and mindset, because that's really the whole thing. Brooklyn, I just seen you join the presentation as well, because here's the thing. I actually mentioned this in the presentation, but I'm just going to mention it now too, because if I was 31 years old, right, when I made my first great decision. I chose to do something different. And it ain't the first time that I ever chose to do something different. But this time, what was different was I chose to do something different forever. This was a forever decision. And so I didn't even notice at the time that this is really when I began to build out the Eat What You Love and Way Less reprogram framework. I was living life just trying to lose weight. I had no idea 10 years later I would have a whole business and freed my family. Like we're literally on a path to financial freedom and all because we're helping a lot of people lose weight. But when this was me, we was living in the Pine Island projects 10 years ago. It seemed like yesterday. If you know Miami, you know about the Pine Island projects in the Rancher down south. It was 10 years ago. So what I'm saying is I was just trying to lose the weight, but I made a decision that I would stop eating fast food, right? I said and I've been saying before that, before I made that decision, I was saying I'm gonna stop, but I just kept eating it, kept eating it, kept eating it. But why I was able to, it was multiple different reasons why I was so intentional about stopping. But one thing was I had a false belief in my mind. Wayne, I just seen you join the presentation. I've been seeing people's names drop. I'm sorry if I'm not getting to your name. I had a false belief in my mind that fast food was the whole reason I was overweight. I believe that fast food was the reason why America has a weight problem. In my mind, I thought I had it figured out. I knew it was because of the fast food. If you ever had that thought, put I have in the comments. If you ever had that thought cross your mind, like, man, if fast food the reason why we so overweight in this country, if that thought ever specifically crossed your mind, drop a yes in the chat. Let me see if anybody else ever thought that, because I know that that's really what I thought. I really believed it. I have yellow. What that do? JC, what's poppin'? Mika, okay, Jada. So now, fast food is a big problem, but it ain't the only problem. So it took me to go through life experience and actually to cut the fast food out and see the result of what happened. So when I made my mind up and I finally was able to do it, part of the reason why, and I think like the major part of it, was because I said to myself, I'm not going to stop eating burgers. I'm just not going to eat them from fast food restaurants. I'm not going to, if I want French fries, I'll eat them. I'm just not going to eat them from fast food restaurants. If I want a taco, I'm just not going to Taco Bell. I'll eat it from a Mexican restaurant, but I'm not going to a fast food restaurant. If I want fried chicken, I'm not going to KFC. I'm not going to Popeyes. I'm not going to churches. You get what I'm saying? Like, whatever I want to eat, I'm still going to eat. That's what I told myself. So when I told myself that, I was like, I could do that, man. I'm done with fast food. I was like, man, I'm 31 years old. I'm 260 pounds. I had gained about 50 pounds in about 13 months. When this was me, about a year before this picture, I was about 50 pounds less. So I kind of blew up fast. And then I was like, I've ate fast food long enough. I'm done. Right? So I stopped. I lost about 25 pounds, 25 pounds. And then I stopped losing weight. I stopped, man. And so I went from 260 to like 240, 235. I was floating right there. Jamie, I just seen Jamie join the presentation. So that's why I say we got to be careful with false beliefs. We got to be careful with beliefs that we have that we think we know. So we believe it from a point of knowing that we right. I still got it bad in certain ways with that, but I'm aware now. So I'm the gatekeeper of my mind. So like when I realize I'm thinking like that, I gotta correct myself and check myself. Like, nah, bro, you ain't never did that to know. You don't know. You just think. You think that that's what it is. Say that. Don't say you know. Don't say I know what I gotta do. Say I think. Say I think until I've actually done it and then seen the results. Once I've done it and seen the results, now I know. If that makes sense, drop a yes in the chat. This is important, man. This is important. When it comes to weight loss especially, man. Tina, what they do? Okay, I see y'all. So, Oh, this salad is so fire, y'all. This is the summer sunset zucchini salad. This zucchini that we peeled with a potato peeler. We got some mint leaves in here, basil, cilantro, um, what's that called? Parsley. There's pistachios in here, cracked black pepper, sea salt, olive oil, lemon juice, fresh squeezed, and a little red pepper flakes. I think that's it. That's all that's in this, but it's fire. Jamie P. Trust me, it is, Jamie. This shit is, excuse me. Did I just cuss? The old me, I used to cuss like a sailor. I do my best not to cuss no more. I'm turned off by it now, but this thing is banging. That's how I know people change. Trust me. Look, if you knew me back then, if you knew this version of me compared to the version of me now, it'll blow your mind. And I know a big part of the reason why I was able to change so much is I changed what I was putting in my mouth, chewing up and swallowing, man. That's why I'm so passionate about helping people lose weight. It's not just the weight. It's not just the weight. It's not just the weight. The biggest blessing is the other things. It's the emotional stability that comes along with it, the emotional control that comes along with it, the energy increase that comes along with it, the clarity of thought especially is what I'm most grateful for. My mind cleared up. I make totally different decisions. I'm way more creative. When this was me, I wasn't even on social media like that. I used to try to think about what to post and my mind would just go blank. Like I wouldn't, I'll be like, man, I used to be impressed by content creators. I'm like, how they think of so many things to post like that? Like, but look, Carlos, I just seen Carlos join the presentation. Look, we're doing Eat What You Love and Way Less Reprogram. It launches on Tuesday coming up. The last presentation that I'm doing to explain everything, I'm giving away 3 secrets in this presentation, is going to be on Monday coming up. If you want to register for the presentation, it is free. Seats are limited. We can only get 1,000 people on the Zoom. If you want to register, feel free. We got the link underneath my profile picture. We can only get 60 more people into this reprogramming opportunity. It's a group coaching opportunity. I'm taking everyone through a 28-day process. We're getting on Zoom calls once a week. We're having daily accountability work. We got a platform where we all meet together on a daily to hold each other accountable. And we got a platform where we have actual weight loss course, educational modules, weight loss resources housed. It's just lit. Like I say, the reprogram is literally worth thousands of dollars. But the great news is whoever joined it's only paying a fraction of what it's worth. And we guaranteeing the results. We guaranteeing you're going to lose 5 to 10 pounds or more. As long as you do the simple accountability work. We're talking 15 minutes a day, and you're still going to be eating the food you love. We guarantee the results. If you don't lose that weight, we give you your money back, no questions asked. I know this works. That's the point what I'm trying to say. So if you're ready to really like make a change in your life and get on a different track, I highly suggest joining the presentation and just keeping an open mind and pulling up. You know what I mean? I'm seeing Chorus just pulled up. Tamika, what's going on? Looking forward to seeing you in there. I highly suggest pulling up. So now, I was gonna say something. I stopped in the middle of my thought because, anyways, it'll come back to me. I never tried zucchini raw. I was just saying that in the beginning of this live. I never tried it until the first time I made this salad. Why it works, in my opinion, is because you slice it thin with the potato peeler. I'm seeing Lena just register for the presentation. I'm seeing them dropping back to back. I'm looking forward to seeing everybody in there. When you slice it thin like this, it make it very good raw. And there's some herbs in there. Because you can taste the basil with the parsley and the cilantro. And every once in a while you get a bite of mint, which just kind of freshens it up. We got the pistachios in there, lemon juice, olive oil, sea salt. Got some red pepper flakes in there that give it that spice that I like. You don't got to put them in there if you don't want. My wife is making curry chickpeas tonight. Michelle just joined the presentation. Looking forward to seeing you in there. Sharon just joined the presentation. I've been seeing them coming in like this. Looking forward to seeing you in there. The curry chickpeas. Caroline, looking forward to seeing you in the presentation. On the juice cleanse, I should get out of here. Joe. How long you been doing it, Joe? How long you been on the cleanse? How many days? I haven't done a juice cleanse yet. I've done a raw 72-hour fast. I've done fruit and veggie cleanses. I've done a grapefruit cleanse where all I ate was grapefruits, which is like a juice cleanse. Like grapefruits is mostly juice. I was just eating the grapefruits. How long you been doing it though, Joe? If I see him drop it, I might not catch it now because I got. So what I want to do, y'all, check this out. I'm trying to stop drinking Pepsi. Now, I'm glad you mentioned that. So let me go into the Q&A section of this live. Paris, I just seen Paris join. Carlos, I just seen Carlos join. Looking forward to seeing everybody in the presentation. If you want to register for the Eat What You Love and Way Less reprogram presentation, the last one is going to be on Monday, 6:30 p.m. Eastern. I got the link to register. It's free. It's underneath my profile picture. I'll be breaking down 3 secrets of the Eat What You Love and Way Less reprogram. And I'll be explaining the actual opportunity, the group coaching offer that I got, and weight loss community offer that I got. And we bundle it all together for this group of people. This will be the founding members group. So like this is going to be the first group that go through this process. So I'm going to remember this group for life. You feel me? Because we're going to go through a 28-day process together. And it's going to be lit. And we're going to all celebrate at the end. The last call is going to be a celebration. Everybody going to give their testimonials and get their certificates. It's going to be lit, man. So I'm saying, like, if anybody's interested, the link is underneath my profile picture to register for the presentation where I break it all down and you can make your mind up what you want to do. But someone brought up the Pepsi. So, and I actually talk about this in my coaching, but I'm going to give this, I'm going to give this to y'all because it's unfortunate. Now, you know, I do my best to give replacements for everything. That's the kind of advice that I like to give, okay? If your thing is cookies, I'm not going to say, look, man, you got to stop eating the cookies and you'll lose weight. If your thing is ribs, I'm not going to say, look, man, you got to stop eating ribs. Simple. If you like rice, I'm not going to say, look, you just stop eating rice, bro. My whole thing is like, okay, let's identify the type of rice you're eating and let me show you a better option that you could eat that you're going to like how it tastes and make that switch. And I'll get on the scale every day and see if I'm telling you the truth. The scale is going to tell you if I'm telling you the truth. It's the scale. Is the scale going to tell you, and how your stomach and body feel is going to tell you. So that's the kind of advice that we get into the specifics in our reprogram coaching and all that. But check this, when it comes to the soda, it's unfortunate. Now, and this is public information. One of the side effects of carbonation is bloating and belly fat. I didn't write the rules. I didn't write the rules. It's not my fault, but it's just the truth, man. Sometimes we gotta love the truth, even when we don't like it. We gotta love it. The truth is, carbonation leads to weight gain. What's up, Ebony? I seen Ebony just join the presentation. Now, also with soda. Someone said ice cream. I'll get to that next. That's a great point. Matter of fact, I went live and I made some homemade ice cream out of coconut milk just a couple days back, a few days ago. Amelia, I just seen Amelia and Kim join the presentation. Now, soda. I'm seeing everybody's dropping in the presentation crazy. If anybody want to register, trust me, I have a feeling it might be a packed house. You can register for free. I'm going to break down everything in there. So if you want to pull up, feel free. The weight loss reprogram. Another thing that's common in soda is high fructose corn syrup. Another thing that's common in soda is granulated white sugar. High fructose corn syrup and granulated white sugar are the top 2 leading causes of obesity in America. So, most soda, and that's just 3 of the ingredients in soda. All soda uses carbonation. Most soda sweetening agent, unless his diet uses granulated white sugar and high fructose corn syrup. Now, when you go to the diet or the sugar free, when you read the ingredients, it actually gets more scary. Y'all ever wonder, like, when you drink soda, like the diet soda and the sugar free soda, y'all ever have a thought cross your mind, like, if it's sugar free, why is it still sweet? Keep it real. Let me know in the comments. Say yes in the comments if you ever had that thought. When you drink the sugar free soda, why is it still sweet though? If you ever had that thought like cross your mind, like how that work? Like it's sweet. I see some yeses dropping. JY. I remember the first time I thought it, and then I kind of like quickly stopped thinking about it. I used to love soda, but all they did was switch out the chemical granulated white sugar for another chemical that's sweet. And a lot of these sugar substitutes that are sweet are worse. This is public information. Do your due diligence. Don't take my word for it, man. So what I'm saying is, right? It's really sad, man. But the last thing I'm gonna say on the soda, right, with the carbonation, I want y'all to ask yourself this question: where are the bubbles coming from? If somebody knows, put it in the chat. If you don't know where the bubbles in carbonation actually come from, drop a no. Keep it real. If you don't know keep it real. If you don't know, put a no in the comments. If you know, let me know specifically where the bubbles come from. Someone say gas. Okay, gas. Okay. But what does that mean, gas? What gas? Where's the gas coming from? There's a lot of different type of gases. There's gases floating around in the atmosphere. What kind of gas are they putting in the soda? And is that really what it is? When we look at gas, right? Carbonation and these type of chemicals, a lot of them are see-through. So we don't even know what's going on. Nobody really knows where the bubble's coming from. We know these words like, it's the carbonation, it's the carbon, it's the this, it's the that. It's, we only know this because somebody told us that's what it is. Let's keep it real. If we look under a microscope and we had to explain to our eyes, like, okay, this is where the bubbles come from, we'll all be at a loss. Nobody knows where the bubbles. And the thing that concerns me the most is they just keep appearing. Like one appear and it come up, and then another one appear and it come up, and another one appear. It take a long time for the soda to go flat, man, where you don't see no more bubbles. And you know what it remind me of, soda? I'm talking about real talk. Listen, they be showing us in the old cartoons, especially. Like y'all remember, I think it was Snow White or the Sleeping Beauty, but it was the one where she went out in the woods and it was the witch in the woods with the big cauldron, and the witch was she looked ugly with the gnarly face, and she like, and she whipping up the cauldron, and behind her you seen all the little chemical bottles and all the different little like shrubs and different plants from out of the woods, and she like, I'm gonna get you, Sleeping Beauty. And then she get an apple and she dipped the apple into the chemicals and she pulled it out, and then it showed the apple like rotten on the inside, but then it turned like it's perfectly red on the outside. And then that's what she gave to Sleeping Beauty. I think it was Sleeping Beauty, whichever cartoon it was. She bit it and she went straight to sleep. So in the cartoon, she like this. Watch, if you don't believe me, look it up on YouTube. She like this. And it's bubbles. I'm like, man, I said, hold up, wait a minute. That looked like soda bubbles. I said, that looked like, when you drop a soda and then you open the top and it'd be like the bubbles just. I'm like, I say that looked like the soda bubbles. I remember I used to be talking about that, and people be like, bro, you tripping, like, you wild. I'm like, no, I know I'm saying, I think that the sodas is like low-key witchcraft for real. It's like modern day. Like back in the days, it was witches. Now they call them chemists. Not to throw shade on anybody that's choosing chemistry as a profession and all that, but what I think is, if you were to go back and look at the history all the way back to like putting chemicals together and making all these chemical potions and all that, if you go all the way back, there's a period of time they called them witches and wizards and stuff like that. That knew how the knowledge of how to make bubbles just keep appearing in the liquid over and over and over and over. Where are the bubbles coming from, man? Who even figured that out? And then I'm it's public information. It lead to weight gain. It lead to bloating. And so if them bubbles is going on when we looking at it in the glass, we looking at the bubbles and then we drink it. And now that go inside of us. What's happening? What is it doing inside of us now? We can't even see it at that point. We don't know. You go to burping, blah, blah, our body immediately try to get rid of it. Blah, you go to burping, blah, blah. That's our body telling us, hold on, wait a minute, what is this? Blah, blah, you go to burping. That's how smart our body is. Our body know this ain't it, man. Chill out. What are you giving me right now? So that's one of the things. So, like I say, I got a substitution for pretty much everything, man. But soda's one of them things I tell people I gotta draw the line with soda. It's just no substitute. If you really want to lose the weight and you really want to have higher energy and you really want to have a more emotional control and you really want to have a clearer mind and you really want to have the people around you like looking at you like, dang, you really losing the weight. Nah, I'm proud of you. Like, what are you doing? If you really want to have that experience, you got to let it go. But what I did, I went to the juice. That's what I did. It was hard for a while. It probably took me about 6 months of fighting the urge. But now what's crazy is, and this is the same with all the foods across the board that I used to love. Now it's a turnoff to me. When I went long enough without having it, it got to the point where I reached the other side and it was like, I don't even want it. Like now it's like, ugh, but I had to go through that period. Of fighting the urge. How long did it take you to lose the weight? It took me about 3 years to lose 80 pounds. Because what I was doing was I was making one change at a time. I actually talk about this in the presentation. It's part of my framework. This is how I was able to develop this framework and why I'm able to help people like I can now, because I went through the trial and error work trying to figure this out on my own. It didn't have to take 3 years, but I was making one change at a time. I would switch out one thing. For example, like I stopped eating enriched flour and I replaced it with natural flour, and I didn't change nothing else. And what I was doing, I was eating everything else that I was already eating, but I was getting on the scale and I was looking at myself, what I weighed in the morning after I used the bathroom and what I weighed at night. And I was thinking about what I ate today and what I ate yesterday, right? And so from doing that, I started to see when I made sure not to let no enriched flour into my body. But I was still eating bread and pasta and all that. I was just eating the versions of it made with the pasta that wasn't enriched, or excuse me, with the flour that wasn't enriched. And the weight was slowly coming off me to the point where I would stop losing weight. So with the flour, that was probably like 10 pounds came off me just from that switch. Then I kind of plateaued out. Then I went to the next thing. Some things that I tried, I would lose weight. Some things I wouldn't. The things that I lost weight, I kept them consistent. I didn't go back to eating the other things that I was eating before. I stayed eating the things that helped me to lose the weight. Then I move on to something else. So that's how I went to. If that makes sense, drop a yes in the chat. If what I just said made logical sense to you, drop a yes in the chat. I believe it was the creator of all things that helped me to have that thought across my mind, as this is a strategy that I could do to figure out what am I eating compared to what it's doing to my weight. And that's how I went through the experiment. And it took me about 3 years to lose 80 pounds. If I would have known everything that to switch out for and all at once, it probably would have took me a year or two. I see y'all. Tina, what's good, man? Naturally, what's good? Joyce, what's popping? Diamonds, what's good? Tanya, I see you, man. Shelly, what's good? Tina, what's good, Queen? All right, so look, let me ask y'all a question. Babe, what time you gonna start cooking? I might just go on a rampage. Let me ask y'all this. What do you think about the carnivore diet? That's a good question. That's a good question. His book changed my life. John, I appreciate that. I want your book. Oh man, I appreciate that. That's love. I got the link. If anybody want to grab a copy of the book, it's underneath my profile picture. If you're trying to lose weight, I highly recommend joining the Eat What You Love and Way Less program. I'm going to be presenting the offer for my Eat What You Love and Way Less program weight loss community package. It's a 28-day process that I'm going to personally take a group of people through, and we're going to hold each other accountable. And I go into the details. We literally go into the pantry, the fridge, the freezer. We're looking at the restaurants, and we identifying all the things that you eat that are leading you towards more weight gain, and identifying what to switch it out for, so you don't have to stop eating what you like, but you got to learn what is putting the weight on you and what to switch it out for. And then we hold each other accountable for sticking to the switches, and we proving that we doing the daily accountability work. I got some amazing mindset work that I coach people through to help have a mindset shift. And we just transform our life. So if you want to join the presentation, feel free. I got the link underneath my profile picture. It's that same link. It's actually my Linktree link. So you'll see where you can get the book, or you could join the presentation right there. Somebody said about the carnivore diet. I tried it. And I went probably, this was, man, over 10 years ago. This might have been 11, 12 years ago that I tried that. And I probably lost like 7 pounds, 10 pounds maybe. I was losing weight. I lost weight actually quicker than I thought. But 2 things happened. One, I was craving everything else. So what's up to the live, man?
Yeah. What's up?
That's our youngest. Me and my wife got 5 kids. So he about to bag up some books right now. We're gonna take them to the post office. Matter of fact, I gotta do that. Okay, I'm gonna get off this live in about 15 minutes, y'all. Jamie, I seen Jamie register for the presentation. Looking forward to seeing you in there. I was craving all the other foods, and me personally, like, it was like my nerves was off a little bit. Like, it's hard to explain. Like, after like a whole month of just eating meat, like I didn't like the way I felt. I was losing weight though, so that's how I know it actually helped. When it comes to weight loss, it actually helped. But I couldn't stay consistent. Me personally, I didn't like the way I felt. You know what I mean? But some people swear by it. Rebecca, I just seen Rebecca join the weight loss presentation, and here's the thing: there's a million ways to lose weight. You know. And actually going into this in my coaching, I actually go into this in the presentation in slight, because I only got 60 minutes, because I don't want to like have people on the call for too long, because there's only so much you can go over in a 60-minute period of time. But what I'm saying is there are areas in the world that don't have, there are countries in the world that do not have the weight problem that we have in this country. This is no longer like a secret. Like, everybody knows. Like, I used to promote clubs on South Beach, right? And people used to come. I used to talk to people from Europe, people from Africa, people from Asia, people from India, people from South America, people from Australia, and they like, and I just be chopping it up, you know what I mean? Because we used to fill up clubs. I used to really like promote clubs. Me and my brothers, I was really on. Like, we used to really. But the point I'm trying to make is I have had conversations with thousands on South Beach, and that's like a tourist area. So I've had conversations with thousands of people from around the world, face to face, groups of people at a time. Because I used to try to get whole groups to come to the clubs that we was promoting, and so I used to get them to come. Sometimes they'll say no, sometimes they'll say yes. But the point I'm trying to make is it shocked me how many times people would be like, "What's up?" Then they always got an accent, but like, why are so many people overweight over here? Like, y'all food options over here taste funny. Like, I feel bad for y'all the way y'all eat. I lost count of how many times I heard that. I'm like, man, but at that time, and I would always tell them, you'll be surprised. I used to be 100 pounds overweight. I'd tell them out down the beach. I was like, yeah, I lost the weight, man. Just the good news is there are some options in this country that will lead you to weight loss, but you got to know how to find them. That's why I was telling people from overseas and all that. That's before I wrote my book and all of that, before I got on social media. But I heard that a lot, man. So that's but the point I'm trying to make, right? And there's also areas across the world. Jonathan, I just seen you join the presentation. It's all love. If anybody want to join Eat What You Love and Way Less Reprogram, I got the link underneath my profile picture. It's free to register. I'm going to be breaking down how we can help you lose the weight you want to lose without giving up the foods you love with our reprogram opportunity and weight loss community. But there's places in the world, right, where there's a high percentage of people that live over 100 pockets. And in these areas, I'm very fascinated with their diet. What are they eating? And it is a shock to find that they're still eating meat, pasta, rice, breads, desserts, cakes, pastries. I'm telling you, they're drinking wine at night for dinner, and they don't have a weight problem, and they're living over 100 years old. You got people over there that are 100, 103 years old. They're walking around in the garden, bending over, getting fruits and vegetables out the garden. They're 103. And so what blew my mind, Logan, I just seen Logan register for the presentation. Looking forward to seeing you in there, Logan. What blew my mind is like when I realized they literally following the Eat What You Love and Way Less Reprogram principles. So this is what I'm saying. What I genuinely believe is, look, it ain't nothing new under the sun. Everything's already been done. I didn't create this. My spirit was able to rediscover a truth that was always there. And I was able to identify the right things for my body compared to the wrong things. That's why I'm always saying read the ingredients. The truth is right there in the ingredients. So once you're able to know, all you gotta do is do what you know, and you'll see your body will show, man. Your body gonna show the truth. Our bodies are designed to show us the truth. It ain't a coincidence, almost 80% of this country overweight. It ain't no coincidence, man. So if you overweight, I want you to know it's not your fault. Don't beat yourself up about it, please. Please. Yolanda, I just seen Yolanda join the presentation as love. Please don't do that. Please don't beat yourself up about it. It's all type of programming that we got to deal with from when we were born, man. We program from our family, from the school, from TV, radio. Now the phone, forget about it. Social media, forget about it. Programming is going through the roof. We getting programmed to choose food based on what we got a taste for, and then they set traps up everywhere that taste good. I'm seeing the presentations. Natasha, Natalie, I just seen y'all register. There's more than I could keep up with. Looking forward to seeing everybody in the reprogram. So I was able to recognize after I made a couple switches and my mind started to clear up. I was able to connect the dot that, you know what? I was programmed to be like this. Everybody is. Then when I realized that, it was like a burden that's been on my shoulder, it lifted. I'm like, man, it wasn't even my fault, man. I've been spending all this time. I don't know how many people on this live can relate to like beating yourself up. Like, for example, let's say you're 50 pounds overweight and you're like, I'm going to lose this 50 pounds. And you start doing good. You exercising, going to the gym, working out, whatever method you try, you lose 25, 30 pounds. And then you kind of go back to your old ways and you gain the weight back. And now you start kicking yourself and beating yourself up. Drop a yes in the chat if you ever did that to yourself. Drop a yes in the chat. I'm going to talk about exercise next, and I got to get up out of here, y'all. Drop a yes in the chat if you ever did that to yourself, man. I saw the name Jabez, and then she thought about the prayer Jabez. That's where it come from. I actually think I was Jabez in one of my last lives, but that's a whole nother conversation. I see the yeses. I see the yeses dropping, man. So everybody that said a yes, I want you to just think about what I'm saying logically. We were programmed to choose food based on what we have a taste for. And then everywhere you look in the grocery store and in the restaurants, 80% of the options is going to lead you straight to weight gain. So why beat yourself up? You know what I mean? It's been traps set, and we just fall into the traps because we were not taught right. And we're led intentionally to being dependent on brands and products that get us hooked and addicted and have us feeling like we need to eat 3, 4 times, 5 times a day. Meanwhile, there's people sitting in higher places, getting rich, hoping we never figure it out. Good news. It's like 80% of the options are going to lead us towards weight gain. 20, 30% of the options will lead us away from weight gain. So all we got to do is identify them. Somebody said something about exercise. All right, so I lost the weight without exercise. But me and my son Makai that just came in here, we starting to exercise every day together. You know, we just knocked out 50 push-ups, 50 squats, 50 curls. We did a minute planks. You know what I mean? We're gonna do that regimen every day. But I walked. I did get outside and walk. But I like to walk. It wasn't even like I was walking because I was trying to use the walking to lose weight. I just literally, I like to get outside and walk. It's like a thing that I've always liked to do. And I can think when I'm walking, I think more clear. But, so yeah, I lost the weight without exercise. But, shout out Steve Harris. That's Steve Harris. Shout out Steve Harris. He was, actually played with Tim Tebow with the Gators. He was starting with that team when they won the national championship back in, I think it was 2006. But, he actually adopted our principles, and he soaked up the game and put it to practice, and he lost what it was 28 pounds in, I think it was like 4 or 5 weeks. 4 or 5 weeks, he lost 28 pounds. He following all the principles that I teach, but also he's exercising. He's getting out and running 1 mile, 2 miles every day. He's lifting weights. So that go to show. Even if he didn't exercise, the weight will be coming off. But it don't come off as fast as when you do both. So that's just the reality. But that goes to show it's not the exercise, it's the food. Because if we're eating right, even if we don't exercise, we're not going to gain weight. If we're eating wrong, as soon as we stop exercising, the weight going to start coming on. That's our body letting us know. Our body's letting us know, look, man, you're doing something to me right now. This ain't it. This ain't it. Stop. Our body's letting us know that. So we just got to learn how to listen and how to identify better. If that makes sense, drop a yes in the chat, man. Andrea, I just seen you join the presentation. It's all love. I'm looking forward to seeing you in there. We're launching the Eat What You Love and Way Less reprogram on Tuesday coming up, the 25th. We're taking a group of people through a 28-day process. I'm personally going through it with this group. Everybody that joins this group will be a founding member, and I'm telling you, the perks are going to blow your mind. Everybody that gets in right now, I like to under-promise and over-deliver, so I'm not going to run my mouth too much about it. But what I'm saying is you'll be happy. Trust me, because I'm not going to never forget this. I know how I am as a person. Like, I help people lose weight for free. So the people that pay to be in this community, I'm telling you, it's going to be lit. So what I'm saying is we can only get 60 more people in there. If you want to register, it's free. We can only get 1,000 people on the Zoom. The first Zoom we did filled up and people couldn't get in. So if you want to register, feel free. The link is underneath my profile picture. You can register. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to give out 3 secrets. And then I'm going to explain the Eat What You Love and Weight Less reprogram and what to expect moving forward. If you want to join the reprogram and weight loss community, you can make your mind up what you want to do. But if you want to register, like I say, the link is underneath my profile picture. The last presentation that I will be doing for this group of people that joined the founding members group that joined the Eat What You Love and Weight Less reprogram, the last presentation is going to be on Monday. All right, so I want to be clear about that. My brothers and sisters, man, I love y'all and I want the best for you. Ali, I just seen you join the presentation. It's love. And I'm going to finish the live like this. If you got to go to lose weight, right? I highly encourage you to fall in love with the truth of where you at. Fall in love with the truth. The day that I decided to stop eating fast food, right? I talk about this a lot. I actually mentioned it in my book. I'm actually going to talk about the story in the presentation if for anybody that registers for the presentation. But it was a day when me and my wife were sitting in the Pine Island Projects, right? This was probably like 2 months after the day that I'm talking about. And she started to, this is my wife right here. She started, Rita, I just seen you join the presentation. It's all love. She started to poke. We was laying in the bed, and she started to poke at my chest like this. She poking at my chest, giggling. Yolanda, Josiah, I just seen y'all join the presentation. Stephanie, I seen you join the presentation. It's love. Looking forward to seeing you. Antonio, I just seen you join the presentation. Marlon, I just seen you join the presentation. Looking forward to seeing you. Arnika, I just seen you join the presentation. I can't keep up, y'all. So she poking at me, laughing, right? And she snickering. I'm like, what's so funny? She laughing, Kiki laughing, right? I'm like, what's so funny? She like, dang, babe, you getting titties. Laughing at me. My wife told me I was getting tits as a man. And I'm telling you right now, like, look. Rita started laughing. Don't do that. Don't laugh at me, Rita. I can laugh at it now. I can laugh at it. To be honest, it was the best thing she could ever did for me. But at the time, not only was it not funny to me, not only was it not funny, I got very, very, very emotional. And I feel like as men, a lot of times we like, it's like we're not encouraged to be honest about our emotions as men. It's unfortunate. You know what I mean? We got to like bottle them up. You know what I mean? If you show your emotions and you soft, you feminine and ooh. I don't know about all the men out there, but I got feelings, man. I'm going to be real with you. And sometimes I feel them deeply. And when she told me that I had tits as a man, I got in my feelings but it was crazy though, because it was like, I felt mad, I felt offended, I felt disrespected, I felt insecure, I felt jealous, I felt paranoid. I went to feeling like I was wondering was she cheating on me. I was wondering was she gonna start. If she wasn't, is she thinking about it? You know what I mean? Like my mind just went to racing. So I felt disrespected, So what I chose to do in the moment was super immature of me and very wrong. I got more disrespectful with her, and I disrespected her bad. And then it turned into a big argument. Like it was crazy. To make a long story short, I ended up going in the bathroom and I slammed the door, right? And when I slammed the door, because I'm saying if you got to go to lose weight, you got to fall in love with the truth of where you at. I slammed the door and I looked in the mirror. When I looked in the mirror, I was holding my body different. Like I was holding my stomach in, and I like made myself look smaller to myself in the mirror. And when I believe it was the creator of all things, because this was the moment when everything began to change for me. I said to myself out loud, I said, dang, bro, you lying to yourself. I never forget this moment ever. I talk about it all the time because it's so real psychologically. I said, I was able to see the truth. I said, dang, bro, you lying to yourself. And then I was like, hold up. You can lie to yourself? And I was like, and then my mind went to racing and I didn't even say it out loud, but I thought, I just lied to myself without using words. I used my body to lie to my eyes about me. And I was able to see the truth of that. And I remember when I seen it, I was like, I just let my stomach out. I like relaxed. I was like, and I just looked at myself. And my body looked totally different. And I was like, that's it, I'm done. I'm done eating fast food. I was like, I'm done eating fast food. So what I'm saying is, the most powerful psychological stance that I think, one of the most powerful psychological stances that we could take is to love the truth, especially the truths about ourselves that we don't really like. We gotta love them. Now, I'm not saying to be in. I'm not saying I'm seeing the presentations. Kanitha, I'm seeing the presentations going crazy. If anybody want to register for the presentation, you can register. It's free. I'll be breaking down the Eat What You Love and Way Less Read program. I got the link under my profile picture. I'm not saying being like in denial. I'm not saying like to be like, I love myself, I love my body, I love where I'm at, and then everything's like stop. That's not what I'm talking about. And to be more real with you, because I did a deep dive into the word love last night, right? I looked at the definition and because I'm getting really ready for this reprogram for this group for everybody that's a founding member. I'm telling you, I've been putting a lot of thought into this, how I can help y'all. I did a deep dive into the word love. I looked at the definition and I looked at all the synonyms, the words similar, to get an idea of what the word love really means. And I realized that the word love, I used to think love was more of an action, but I realized by definition, love is more of just a feeling. Love is a feeling. Then I looked up, well, what's a better word that I could use? And I looked up the word care. Care. So check this, right? You got to care about the truth about where you at. And if you look, like I say, man, I love it and care about it. I don't really, that used to not be a thing that I really like to do, like research and figure things out. But now I actually like it, but it took some time for it to become an actual thing that I like to do. But the point what I'm trying to make is those parts about ourselves that we really don't like that much, we got to shift the way we look at it. The parts of myself right now, for example, like sometimes people could throw my vibe. You know what I'm saying? I'm just being open and transparent with y'all. Sometimes people could throw my vibe. I'll be real happy. Somebody might do something that I really don't like, especially if it's somebody that I got feelings for. They'll do something I really don't like, and it'll throw my vibe, man, and I'll be off. But I'm getting better and better about that because I'm looking at that part of myself, and I care about it. There's something going on with me to where I'm caring a little bit too much about other people's energies and other people's vibes towards me. I'm putting a little bit too much of my energy in that. And for some reason, especially depending on who the people could be, for some reason, I haven't figured out how to just not let it bother me yet. But I'm working on it because I care about that part of myself. Does that make sense? Let me know in the comments if that makes sense. Drop a yes in the comments if that makes sense. I feel like I did a good job explaining that. I'm telling you, when it comes to weight loss, man, it's all right here. It's just like everything else in life. If we got to go to get to a different space, it all start right here, man. It's like looking at things from a different angle is what changes the whole game. Is what changes the whole game. My brothers and sisters, I hope this live helped, man. We got to love the truth of where we at, but more importantly, we got to care about the truth. It's parts of ourselves that are hard to look at. Them the ones where all the opportunity is. My brothers and sisters, look, if you got to go to lose weight, the Eat What You Love and Way Less reprogram will help. The presentation that I'm going to be doing on Monday is the last presentation for the founding members of this group. We can only get 60 more people in this group. So if you want to join the presentation, feel free. I got the link underneath my profile picture. It's free. Seats are limited. We can only get 1,000 people on that Zoom. Our first Zoom actually sold out, or not sold out, but it was packed house. People couldn't get in. So if you want to get in there, feel free. The link is under my profile picture. If you do register, I encourage you to get into the Zoom at least 5 minutes early just to make sure that you got your seat. Mary, I just see Mary join the presentation. My brothers and sisters, I love y'all, man. Prayers up, blessings up. We up out of there, YouTube. It's all love.